So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, there remains here a distinctive Latin American feel for all its complexity, its sophistication, and dare I say its minimalist design, the Neo Química Arena. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, at least on the face of it, Peter, there's very little at stake in this.
But, Jim, Well,
it still gives ample opportunity for some fringe players to make their case. So I'm inclined towards something that's still high in intensity, in conviction, in tempo even. And that's not a bad thing.
So it's down to business here. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Fikayo Tomori could play an interesting role here, Peter. As a defender, he's unmatched when it comes to pace. One-on-ones, he usually comes out on top, even against quick opponents. But I also like the way he can drive the ball out of defence. He's got a very useful ability to be able to hit both flanks with great accuracy.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you can see his annoyance.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that.
Into the channel. Diallo looking to receive it in space. Pavlovic. Rabiot. And now the breakaway. Batasagi. Looking for the run. He's in a... Oh, shooting chance! Well, that is remarkable.
Yeah, it wasn't the worst decision in the world to go for the shot, even if he was being closely marshalled.
Heaven. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Santos. Oh, terrible mistake. He's had a shot! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. And a calamitous moment ends with the inevitable result.
How can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
Manchester United finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Yoro. Maguire. Turns back here, probably the best option. Well, now it's... And the keeper couldn't hold it.
Well, it's been a very attacking start here. It's looking good for them if they can maintain what we've seen.
Salmakers. Fofana, Jimenez, and here's Salamakers, and the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Fofana, excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And it's Tielemans. Dorgu is onto this, hangs one in. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. In once more. And it's hoisted clear. Fofana. Fofana.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Burmo.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And it's made its way to him. Mount. Jimenez. And here's Nkunku. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And this is Rabiot. Nkunku! It's loose now and they want to get it back. It's not an especially good pass, that. And no, that was never going to make it. Pavlovic. And it's Fofana.
Fofana really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Santos. And here's Nkunku. He's got away. Oh, good. And he shoots! And he hits the net. Two to the good. And they are purring. Absolutely purring. The movement so precise. The finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Nkunku. Tielemans. Dorgu. And it's Tielemans. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Mount. Ahmad. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nkunku. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. 30 minutes gone. Played back to the goalkeeper. And they win it back again. Fofana. Jimenez. He's having a pop! Fantastic from Jimenez! About as smooth as it gets. They are purring, truly purring. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
"3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And it's Shaw. That's been cut out, well played. Bartasagi. And it's Rabiot. Nkunku. And he's been shifted off it. That has not gone well. Jimenez. Mount. Dorgu. And here's the chance to counter. Now it's Tielemans. Pinches it off him. Manchester United are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. And he's intervened well there. Nicely aimed pass. Jimenez. Ball's played through. Fofana in acres of space out wide.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Bartasagi. Looking to play him in. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Played down the flank. He's in plenty of space here. Shaw elects to cross. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Rabiot. Nkunku. Jimenez. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Yoro. Ahmad.
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
Played into space, and that was asking for too much. Gabbia picks it up from the goal kick. Now it's Tielemans. Dorgu. He's shifting through the gears here.
Well, not the worst attempt.
The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half. Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. And here is the first touch of the second half. 45 minutes to change their fate. And it's Fofana. Knocks it out wide. Salmakers crosses it in. Maguire clears. Taken back almost at once. Salmakers. Santos. Tielemans. Now it's Mount. Now it's Nkunku. Nkunku powering forward here. Fofana. Fofana running with the ball. And he's undercooked that. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. And he is going into that little black book.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
Camisa 18. Substituição no time do Manchester United.
Manchester United choosing to make the first change. Milan are having a ball here.
Deixando o campo para a entrada de
And he skips past his man.
Camisa 10.
Crosses it in here.
Camisa 14.
And it's claimed by the keeper. And claimed it back swiftly. Bartasagi. Pavlovic. And Bartasagi. Oh, there's a probing ball. And it's Rabiot. He is through here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Muscular approach does pay off here. It's a pretty loose pass. Nicely weighted ball. Spread it left. And the return pass. Matheus Cunha. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. This looks promising. And he's managed to get free.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Mount receives it in a good position. Can he finish? And a neat finish. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Manchester United get their goal, a bit of respectability restored. That's a cute ball, and that could set him on his way. Out of play for a goal kick. Manchester United still have the cards to affect this game. Nkunku. Jimenez. Santos. Salmakers. And it's Fofana. Mount. Nicely shaped ball. Spread neatly. Oh, he's caught him in or out. The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. Probably be looking to play it square from here.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
Terrific save by Manuel. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And he whips it in. And that's the keeper's ball. Matheus Cunha. Probing pass. Fofana. For Salamakers. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Tomori. Salmakers. And it's Fofana. And he cuts out the supply. Tielemans. That's destined for the flank. And it's Shaw. Shoots! And no mistake. That was a given. It always was.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves any favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this?
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Great vision. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Nkunku. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Salmakers. And here's Fofana. And they've got a throw. Up towards the front line. Tielemans. Yoro. Looking for options for movement. He's having a shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. Just 1 in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
All of a sudden we have a game here.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
That's beautifully weighted. Getting up there! And a truly agonising miss.
Šeško absolutely knew he could ill afford to miss that.
Pavlovic. Manchester United have scored 2 quick goals here and are well and truly back in business. Oh, this looks sharp. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And it's Nkunku. Distributed tidily. And here's Fofana. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Substituição no time do Milan. Camisa 33. Camisa 19. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 2. Camisa
Manchester
14.
United have certainly approached the game in the right way and relentlessly pursuing their equaliser. They've come close on several occasions now, and they may well get it by the time the final whistle goes.
Tries to play it through. Played out wide. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Manchester United now in a position of desperate urgency.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
And this is Rabiot. Goes for a shot! Well taken goal. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Milan have surely won it, or so you would think.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Heaven. Shaw. Šeško. Here's Maciej Cunha.
Oh, great feat, that.
He has found the way through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And he's got the beating of his man. Rabiot. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And that has been cleared. He's found the way through. Crosses it. There's the shot! It's a goal! Deep, deep into injury time! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Manchester United give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
Oh, lovely bit of skill.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
No, that's been intercepted. And here's Nkunku.
That's good play from him.
Jimenez. That's that, the end. Manchester United perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel that their efforts warranted something more. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Manchester United, they just didn't seem to have a plan, having been forced into chase mode so early, Peter. The players seem to lose their collective heads, and once you do that, it's a challenge to fully recover.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Agradecemos a colaboração.